Now let's get into our biggest win. And our biggest win was really fun because this is one that we actually have seen break out before. And I was like, I am not going to let this break out without me this time. So we decided to be a part of the party this time. And that's IQST. So let's dive in and let's show you IQST. The beauty about IQST, look at its past history. It has great run-ups. Huge green days also follow up green days. That's exactly what you want to see in the past history of stocks. Now, the bad thing about IQST is it hasn't really done too much in the past. I mean, this green day didn't really follow up. This one did. This one did, small. This one did, but small. So you've had a couple follow-ups. This one actually did, but small. So we've had green day follow-ups, just nothing too crazy. What I liked about this final green day that we were getting was the fact that we had news. So we had news later. Always notice the time of when the news is released. This one was actually released on the day. So this was released on the day that it started to get this spike. So right at 10 o'clock, it's released, and then it gets that spike to 29 cents. If you were looking at 29 cents, it had a huge seller of 200K there. So we had a perfect 29-cent 200K seller to risk off of, to tell ourselves, if it eats through that, we're going to try to get into that. But we also want to have a risk level and support, and that's 28. So you have 28 cents support. You have 29-cent high a day. That is literally perfect because that's literally a 3% risk. It's exactly what the snipers look for. And then you have a big seller at the top. And when there's a big seller at the top and the day is becoming 30 minutes or less, the snipers are going to take advantage of it if it starts to get eaten. That's what we love. This is literally a picture perfect sniper pattern play. So if you're not too familiar with sniper patterns, this first green day is literally picture perfect. It's a first green day and a 1 month breakout, but you got a perfect risk level of 28 cents. So if you do end up buying at 29, sell at 28, you lose less than 3%. That's exactly what you want to see there. You lose just about 3%. So if you're able to get that breakout level and then it breaks up like it did, now you not even have to risk the level. You can actually risk green and red and you can just break even. And what I loved about this stock was it really did line up with the snipers because we do love buying at the end of the day. 3 to 4 is our favorite time to buy, and usually we try to buy on a dip in the first 30 minutes of power hour. From 3 to 3:30, we usually have our limit set low, and that's what we're looking for, limit set low and trying to get filled. We were trying to get filled in IQST. We weren't getting filled. In 30 minutes, if you're not getting filled, it's not coming down to you. What do you think that means? That only means one thing. There's no sellers that are out there. That means there's no one that wants to sell this stock. And then if the stock eventually starts to move up, that means there's only buyers. So for 30 minutes, we didn't get filled at all. And now we're just saying, when is this thing eventually going to test 29? Right when it tests 29, we're starting to buy right away. I mean, it had a 200K seller, but that 200K literally was getting chop. We were part of that chop because we threw 10K into this one, and off to the races it went. It was a great push right away because it pushed above 30 cents, right from 29 to right about 30.08. So we are up now about 7%, 8% right away. That's exactly what you want in a play. I mean, obviously you would love to be up 20% right away, but 7% is ideal for us because it then holds 30 cents. And 30 cents is a key level because that's also a 1 month breakout. So you have a 1 month breakout that's holding of 30 cents. You also have a risk level that's perfect, 28 cents. And then you have a higher day of 308 that it can break the next morning for you to be able to go for. And that's exactly what happens. The next morning, you're going to open up 31, and you pretty much get that push right away past that spot. After it pushes past 31, it's off to the races. It literally shoots from 32 to 35. It was a great shot up. We actually sold half of it right here at like 345. We put our limit in on that big push. It actually took us right about there. So we were more than happy with that sell. I think that was like 15% right there, $1,500 on half our sell. So we took about $750 there. And then we actually stayed patient with this one because like we were saying before, we've seen this one break out. We know that if it has the strength, we should let the thing go. And honestly, we were telling ourselves, we're moving our cut spot up to 32. We're moving our cut spot up to 33. So with this one, we are literally just moving our cut spot up. When it broke out, we moved our cut spot up to 34. And then eventually it started to head towards midday. And as it heads towards midday, you have to tell yourself, how much longer can you hold this thing? It did just run 20% for you. So we just decided to put our limit there at 35. And it actually just took the rest of us there. So we actually got a 20% bag in total in the span of about an hour. So great work there, snipers. This is literally a picture perfect first green day. And don't take it off your radar, because the beauty about this is now it's held this key spot of 33, and it looks like it might have a new key spot to hold. And if it holds that spot of 33, it might be able to continue to run, because there's key resistance up here at 41 cents. So let's see if we can consolidate above 35 for 1 or 2 more days, and then let's see if we can get that another squirt up. But IQST is a beauty and one of our biggest wins of November.